Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. It's Rock Mercury here, and welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. I am here at Life Cafe, but I'm still the Smoothie King. I got my name's on there. I hate to write my name on there, but that's fine. I don't care that much. But yeah, so we're at Smoothie King, and I got the very blend smoothie, but this time I got the immune booster on there. I got the immune booster because I was like, you know what, let me see what's in there. And I asked them, and there's some ginger and there's some other like random stuff in there, like B12, like different like B12 vitamins and stuff like that, and like mushroom powder and stuff like that. So mushrooms are good for you. Some of these 12 vitamins are good for you too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like have this for my morning flush, and then I'm gonna go and work out afterwards. We do like a stretch. I'm not gonna work out too much because I've been like moving this whole day, so I'm just gonna kind of let me see. I'm just gonna kind of like smoothie it out and then do some stretches today. Nothing too intense. Hold on. I don't need that to happen. Hold on. Alright, cool. It tastes pretty good. Like, I don't taste really that much difference than... Well, no, I do taste it. I taste the Immuno Boost. But, like, it doesn't taste that much different than the berries without the Immuno Boost. You know? It's not. It tastes nice. I think I will get it again. It's a nice flavor. I don't think there's any added sugar or anything in there. I looked at the menu on the big menu for Smoothie King. They tell you everything that's in it. They tell you all the tea. Yeah, that's really good. Very, very good. So I had my first night at the new house yesterday. It was wonderful. I loved it. Lived for it. Got lots of good rest. I'm gonna plug my phone in while I'm here. Might as well plug it in. Yeah. So it was really great, you guys. Like, I slept amazing. I have a purple mattress. I never had a purple mattress. I've always had like a foam mattress, but purple mattress is like evolved from foam. It's like super heavy. I feel like foam mattresses are heavy too, but purple mattresses are super, super heavy. Very luxurious, very cooling. I never felt hot overnight. I felt like the right perfect temperature. I did not wake up sweating at all. I felt like I was just living in a resort. Like, it's just a very, like, the house is brand new. Nobody's ever lived in it before. My view is amazing. The sunlight was gorgeous. I just had a really beautiful night. I went to bed watching the interview with Tasha K and what's her name? Oh my God, the woman who got attacked by what's his name? Chai the God? See the God? Charlemagne the God, for Breakfast Club. And I think that this interview is part of why the Breakfast Club ended like recently. I mean, they didn't fully end, but what's her name? The main woman in the show, she's gone. She left the show. And now I understand why. I kind of get it a lot more now. I kind of get what's going on. Like, there's no way that you can stay on a show with somebody like Charlemagne, who really should be in prison. Honestly, should be in prison. People think that he was alleged to attack this woman, but she really got attacked by Charlemagne. Like, it's like a legal thing. Like, the courts have signed up on it, and they did a test on her and everything. And like, it's true. Like, she was underage. She was 15 years old. She got attacked by him. She got the R word by him. I'm just very like in shock right now that he's been able to have his platform for all this time. It's really disturbing. It's like, how can people just let this happen? It's be like, oh, like, we protect black women, but we're also just going to like let her get attacked and let him just continue. We're talking about Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club. He said she was boring anyways. Oh my God. Her name is Jessica Reed. Jessica Reed is her name, and you can see the interview on Tasha K's website. Or on YouTube. You can see it on Tasha K's YouTube. This smoothie is amazing. I don't know why I always thought, like, with Smoothie King being so, like, braggadocious, like, with their branding, like, you see, like, the big king and stuff, it always felt like, oh, it can't be that healthy. If it's like, oh, it's like smoothie. Like, I don't know, it just looks very, like, I mean, branding is super important, And I feel like I didn't really realize what was in these smoothies until I started looking at the ingredients. They have wild blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all the kind of berries you need for like a healthy smoothie and a healthy cleanse. I don't know if they have like spring water they use for this, but it's very delicious. And the water is better in Texas anyways. I feel that in the showers. Even in your showers, the water like feels more like softer. Like in LA, the water has more chlorine and heavy metals in it, I feel. I don't know if that's always true, but it's just on point. This is amazing. At the 40 ounce, so it's as big as my head. This is the biggest one. This is like only $10 for this amount. I figured I would flush my system out this morning, sit with you guys, chat about the new house. I almost just DoorDashed this to my house, but it was not $12. Like, you have to have $12 in order to get free delivery. So this was like $10 though. I should have got a shot. I should have added some stuff to it and made it $12 and shipped it. But anyways, I'm happy to be here. The gym is right down the street. Like literally, I could almost walk down here, but it's weird because Houston doesn't have sidewalks. Houston doesn't have a lot of sidewalks at all. Like, I don't understand why they haven't developed sidewalks like in the infrastructure. Super annoying. And that's a big issue with all of Houston. But I do love Houston but it's just, I do wish there were sidewalks so that it's easier to walk around. I do see people just walking through the grass, but there's like snakes in the grass, there's insects and bugs. It's just not, I don't know. Zeus Olympian says that $10 is a lot. Really? Like $10 is a lot for? That's not a lot. I don't understand what you're talking about. How is $10 a lot? This is a huge drink. If you want a smaller one, it's $6. Why is that a lot? I don't understand. Anyway, whatever, Zeus. Stop being poor. So I really think that it's important to cleanse your body out with like lots of fruit in the morning, so that you're just like very just fresh and like cleanse your system out, Otherwise, you're just gonna be dragging all your stuff around all day. Some people are like, oh, I haven't used the bathroom, like, a bowel movement or whatever in like 2 days or a week. That's disgusting. If you haven't used the bathroom, like real, like flush out every day, at least a few times a day, then you're holding toxins in all day, and that's really nasty. And it's gonna be toxin for your like immune system. That's not good for your immune system. Oh my God, thank you, the Leo Father, for the roses. That's gonna help pay for my next smoothie. Thanks so much. Oh my God, Zeus the Olympian says and then he's laughing. I'm just keeping it real. Inflation is here to stay. Thanks to everybody who's in here now. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, so, oh my God, the movie's out, you guys. Has anybody bought the movie Nope yet? People are messaging me every day. They're like, oh my God, I see you in Nope, because they're buying it at their house, and they're like, they're able to pause it and freeze the frame and see me in it. If you do see me, take a screenshot and then send it to me, because I haven't bought the movie yet. Right now, it's only available for rental. I'm not about to rent the movie for $19. I'm sorry. I'm not about to rent the movie. Like, not for I'm willing to buy the movie for like $20, $25, whatever. But I'm not about to rent the movie for $19 for 48 hours. I paid $11 to see the movie in the theaters at Matinee. Let's see. Sandy Boucher says, "Good morning, Rock." Good morning, Sandy. Good to see you. Rico Content says, "You are a Virgo. Beyonce is a Virgo, who I love and live for, but I'm a Scorpio, and she made the song. She made the song "All Up in Your Mind" for me. That's for me. I love that song so much. And Virgo's groove is amazing. But no, I'm not a Virgo. That's September 4th. Beyonce's birthday is September 4th. Oh my god. Oh my god. Beyonce's birthday's like tomorrow. Wait, today's the 3rd. Beyonce's birthday's tomorrow, you guys. Oh my god. What are y'all doing for Beyonce's birthday? What are y'all doing? I need to go wash one of my Beyonce shirts in the hand wash tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I wasn't planning on washing it early like this because I already wore them all last week. I wore them each day and I did a video for each of the shirts, but I can't believe that Beyonce's birthday's tomorrow. Thank you for saying the Virgo situation, Rico content. I'm usually so bad with birthdays, I really don't know. I know my mom's birthday, my sister's birthday, my grandmother's birthday, just like my mom's mom. And then I know my birthday, of course. And my other sister's birthday. Who got my other sister's birthday as well? I know hers. My 2 sisters. And then I know Beyonce's birthday. That's it. I don't know anybody else's birthday. Oh, my best friend. I know my best friend in New York, her birthday. And then my best friend here, in LA, because his birthday is 4/20, so it's hard to forget that. But every other birthday, I just like literally don't know how to remember the dates. Like, it's the numbers for me. Thankfully, Facebook reminds me. But my mom is amazing at it. She knows how to remember everybody's birthday. Like, just right away. She knows it. She's great with numbers. I can't. Like, it makes my brain hurt trying to remember numbers and like I didn't even know what today was until somebody just said you're a Virgo. And I remember that Beyonce said that she's Virgo groove, which I didn't even really realize that Beyonce was a Virgo fully until the Virgo groove song came out, because I just don't know which birthday dates go with, like, which signs go with each date. I don't know. Is it shady for me to be drinking another smoothie from another place? Like, the place I'm at right now, they sell smoothies here, but the smoothies here are like, they don't have like enough vegan options. Like, it all has like the whey protein and it's like super powdery. But like the berry one's good, but it's not as good as it. Like, this is like really tasty to me. So they need to have more smoothies if they want me to buy their smoothies. I'll happily buy their smoothies, but they need better smoothies. But it's still a great place. I love this place, but it's just, they need more vegan options and they need more smoothie options if they want me to buy their smoothie here. Sandy Bouchette says, I write everything down. I have several calendars. Okay. Like physical calendars? I mean, I have my Google Calendar, which I need to go harder on that. Because I have like different Google accounts that are attached to my calendar. So if I need to like go ahead and just like every day write in my calendar. Oh my god, I think the Rachel Ray show is on in the background. I'm glad she still has her show. I'm still mourning the loss of Wendy Williams' show. I never thought there'd be a time in life where there wouldn't be a Wendy Williams show. You know? Never thought that. Sandy Bouchette says yes. Okay, so you do a physical calendar. Alright. Y'all, this week is going to be a crazy week for like a work week. First of all, on Tuesday, I have like the top of the line internet coming in. 5,000 gigabytes? How does it go? I should know this. Anyway, it's like the top of the line internet, like the best you can get for AT&T fiber optic. Like, I'm paying for that. I'm getting it coming in. And so I can work even faster. I have so much work digitally to do every day. So I need the top internet. I can't be playing with this internet no more. It's been amazing. Even the internet we have now is Comcast. It's not bad. And they kept it on for us because we bought a model home. So a lot of it had furniture in it already, which is amazing furniture. It looks really beautiful. Um, but like, I don't know. I don't know Comcast like that. I know that AT&T has been good to me. Every day I used the AT&T fiber optic in Los Angeles, and it was everything. I never had any issues, except for when it got really windy one day, and then like I think the wire got affected by the trees outside. Because sometimes like the wires are above ground in Los Angeles, but the wires are underground in Houston, or in our area. That's why you can't just dig anywhere. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna dig a hole in my backyard. No, you have to like look and find out if there's any wires before you dig in your own house, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, whatever it takes to get good internet. York says, good morning, Mercury, long time. Hey, Mercury, I've been here, hunty. I've been here, but good to see you. Where you been, York? Happy you're back. Create Intuition says, gas line too. That's right. Oh my God, can you imagine hitting a gas line? We just got some CO2 detectors put in our house just to make sure that nothing, we don't die from the CO2, because you can't even smell CO2. You can't smell it. Sometimes you can, but a lot of times you can't. In fact, they put a smell, like a smelling agent in the CO2, like so that people can even know that it's like coming out, like just to warn people. But it naturally doesn't smell like anything, so you won't even know it until you're dead. If you get CO2 poisoning. York says, you call Miss Utilities. You call the utilities. Yeah, you call it utilities. Oh, my name just showed. Hold on, my real name. I gotta change my name on here just to like Rock or something so that I can just show it regularly. Yeah. This is really good. This is like giving me the cleanse I need. I feel like I'm gonna be fresh for the day. I don't know why I had that pizza yesterday. I had Domino's pizza. My sister like brought it home because we're moving and nothing was open at the time. So she was like, let's just get some Domino's pizza. And there's a veggie one she had. It didn't have that much cheese on it, but it was pretty good, to be honest. Like, I'm surprised how good it was. I mean, I wouldn't order it, but it was just a last like a resort kind of thing. She just happened to get it like last night. We were like literally packing until like after midnight. I mean, not packing. We were unpacking into the house. But this is my favorite house we've had. Even though the other house we had another house like that we sold like a couple years ago. I think last year we sold it. I think it's literally last year, or like wait, maybe it's been 2 years. I don't know. We sold the house not too long ago. That house was bigger than this one technically, but it doesn't feel like this area is better. This area is a lot better, and like this house feels like it's bigger, but somehow it's not. Well, you know what? This house has 3 full bathrooms. The other house had like 2.5. So I guess it is bigger. I don't know. This house feels better. Creation Intuition says, do you remember me when you told me to stop talking about the past when you were eating ice cream? I don't remember that. Oh yes, that's right. Yep, I do remember. Because I was eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I remember that. And you were trying to come for me and remind me that I was eating sugar when I shouldn't be eating sugar. Toasted Plum is being idiotic right now and telling me to shave that beard, bro, as if he knows anything about life. He has to shave his ignorance off of his brain cell-less skull, not a single brain cell in your skull, and return to the toilet that your mother crapped you into, Toasted Plum. Return to the toilet and go swimming in your birthplace, okay? Because you came out of your mother's behind. Don't you ever in your life tell me what I need to do to shave my beard, shave your ignorance. Goodbye, you're getting blocked and muted. He said, Toasted Plum said, unless you're playing Santa this year, how about unless you're playing some random idiot that's getting blocked on my live right now? That's what you're playing right now. So goodbye, Toasted Plum. Goodbye. Look at the way you look. Oh my God, look at Toasted Plum. You're looking so, ew. Are you serious? You look like that and you're telling me about anything? You're talking to me, Toasted Plum, and you look like you look? You look the way you look, Toasted Plum, and you're talking about me at all? I'm looking at your profile photo right now. I'm just like, I'm in shock. You look the way you look, and you're speaking about me, an international model, and you look like this. Plastic surgery, and lots of other things, please. All right, bye. Goodbye. You said you're sorry? Too bad. Too late. You're blocked and muted. Goodbye. They really tried it. They really tried it. That was so crazy. Can you imagine, like, somebody really, like, kind of, I won't say they're hideous, but they're telling me about my looks and telling me what I should do and shouldn't do? Blocked and muted. Let's see. Creation Intuition says, no, I wasn't. You look at it the wrong way again. I'm trying to be nice. Create Intuition. No, you're good, Create Intuition. I was talking about the other person. Create Intuition says, please, your beard is fly. No, it's all good. Don't worry. Oh my god, Toasted Plum came back to my page after I literally blocked them. That's really stalkerish and disturbing. You still look the way you look in your profile photo. Why would you post two? If you look bad in one profile photo, why would you use the same bad photo in multiple different profiles as you come on my page stalking me? That's disturbing. You have issues. You said can't get rid of you that fast? I really can though. I'm blocking you again. Blocked and muted. Goodbye. That's insane. People are crazy. Okay. Creation Intuition said your beard is fly. Thank you. Mar says now he's gonna be sorry to be sorry. I can't. Now he's sorry. Create Intuition says don't worry, thank you. I have to go now. Okay, Create Intuition, good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Create Intuition says let's call him Plum Plum. I mean, shoot. York says, I'm from Philadelphia, and the bearded is Philadelphia. Great look. Thank you. Oh, yes, Philadelphia. I haven't been in Philadelphia ever before. I have family there, but I've never been. So I need to go there. My grandmother just came back from there last week. She visited my uncles and aunts and stuff. She had a great time, but I've never been there. Create Intuition says you burped. That's what people do when they drink. They burp. Why should I apologize for being human? I don't care. Gotta burp, you gotta burp. But yeah, Philadelphia, I'll be interested in going. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Philadelphia, but like my family being there, so I need to go see it. Create Intuition says don't. She says, now I'm gone. Okay, Create Intuition. See you next time. He said don't burp. I'm not burping. I might explode. If you don't burp, you can literally actually explode. Can you imagine that? Like somebody just holding in their farts and burps, and then they just like, you're just walking around, they just explode in front of you. That'd be gross. That's even worse than if somebody exploded in front of you. That's nastier than burping or farting, because then they have all their guts everywhere, just exploded. So, support burping, support farting. You gotta do it. But don't do it in public as far as like farting. Burping is fine because that doesn't smell that bad. But when you fart in public, it's a special place in hell for you. Special place. Fart field. Sulfur smelling. Don't do that. Like because it's like when you burp, you're talking already. So talking, like your mouth doesn't smell as bad as your butt, you know. So when you fart in public, that means you're giving everyone doo-doo air. Like doo-doo air is coming out of you, and it's filling the vicinity. And it's not fair to the people who are just living their life, especially people who fart on the subway or on the elevator. If you fart on the elevator, I believe that you should be in prison for life. I would testify against you. I would testify against you immediately. If you fart in the elevator and I'm in the elevator, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police, absolutely. You had every bit of time before the elevator and after the elevator to fart. But you want to fart during the elevator when we're in a closed like vicinity and experience? You're going to prison. I'm pressing every charge. Like that's not how this works, you know? York says the greatest music comes from the city of brotherly love. That's sweet. Wait, so how do the sisters feel about it being the city of brotherly love? How do they feel about that? Are they cool with it? Can sisters have brotherly love too? Can women have brotherly love? I don't know. I didn't even know that was the city of brotherly love. What is Houston the city of? Houston the city of hotness? Like literally it's just so hot here. It's so hot. Every time of the day it's so hot. Especially except in the winter, it gets cold sometimes, but I don't know what Houston. Somebody look up what Houston is the city of, please. I know that Los Angeles is the city of fakeness and snakes. Fakery and snakes. That's where I'm from. I'm born and raised Los Angeles, but still, it's the fakest place ever. I'm the realest Los Angelean you'll ever meet. And I'm still fake. York says, that's just a Philly thing. That's good. I do want to have a vegan Philly cheesesteak. I'm pretty good on the smoothie. The smoothie's going down. I'm like down to this part right here. It was all the way full. I'm gonna be freezing. I'm gonna go right into the sauna. There's some steam room after this. Right to the steam room so I can like regulate my body because this is so cold. Then I'm gonna go out to the sunlight. I'm gonna do the steam room. I'm gonna go sunbathe for a second. Then I'm gonna go and do stretching afterwards. Houston is the city Rockets. Houston is the city Rockets? Wait, so we dedicated our whole city to a team? The Rockets basketball team or whatever? Like really? I hope not. I hope that we haven't. I hope we haven't done that. Are you saying that actual rockets, like the rockets that go into the air? Because I know that NASA is here, or was here, before they got defunded by the government. The government said we don't need to go to space anymore. I think the government defunded NASA because it's so far behind and so useless. Like, it's really all about the secret programs that extraterrestrials have been involved with. You know, like they're not like NASA is just the public facing space education. It's just it's elementary compared to what's available in the extraterrestrial world. So I think that NASA was just like, okay, let's just cut this funding off. Nobody cares about it. It's not even real. I think that's what happened. York says rocket NSA. Ooh. Okay. Oh, NASA. NSA. In NASA, not NSA. That's a whole different thing. NSA is a whole different group. My bad. My bad on that. James Carter says, you've been high in spirits since you've been in Texas with family. I'm happy for you. Thank you, James Carter. I appreciate that. And I feel that too. I think that like, I'm telling you, if you guys live in LA long enough, and you guys see it time after time after time, all the entertainers, they move there, and they all go crazy or something. Like they, not just crazy, but like they get isolated. It's a very like weird, it's a weirdly planned city. You have to drive everywhere there. It's dirty. A lot of like corrupted streets and crime. Very hot in a different kind of way, like dusty hot there. Very fake, like I said before. Like there's no culture because people are constantly coming in and out of the city because they can't afford to stay there. So no real culture. A mountain lion's gonna eat you for sure. I don't know if that's true, but I mean there's definitely mountain lions, but they're not gonna eat you. But they might eat you. They might eat you for sure. But I don't know. Like even my family, because my family came from Los Angeles too. They all came from there, and even they had better lives since they got here. Everybody got better lives in Houston. Like it's like I think people have a bad conception of a red state and what that means. They're like, oh, you're in the red state, oh, you're in the country, oh, like horses or whatever. That's not what it's about. Like you're in nature here. You're like in a place where people have common decency. People leave you alone. But there's like politeness here or whatever. I'm not that polite. I don't really like dealing with people, but I've been nicer lately. I've been like saying hi to people and stuff. Because in LA, you don't have to say hi to anybody. You can just live your life and stay in your zone. In New York too, you can. But I've been like a little bit more southern charm, whatever. I just like having my space. Now we have a mansion out here. I'm about to buy another mansion, and like I think I'll buy the other house. My goal is to buy it in. What do you think? How long? Because the house has been on the market for 2 years. The other house that I want is 2.3 million. It's giant. 2.3 million. I don't really need that much house to be honest, but I just want to buy it because I know I can. And I feel like it'd be a tax write-off too if I buy it out here. Yeah. I think I want to buy that within the next year. We're in September now. I feel like by 2023, I would like to buy that property because I don't want it to go off the market. It's the perfect house for like my family to be able to be on the lake and stuff at times when they want to come. I don't know if I want to move the whole family in there. I think I might want to have my own house. But if they want to move together, that's fine. I like living with them. It's fine. And this house is so big. I may not even see hardly any of them because it's so spread out. The actual property is 2 acres. It's like 2.5 acres. And then it's like you have a guest house that's giant, and you have the main house. Then you have a dock for the lake. Like it's huge. York says Houston is the city of fine cuisine. Is it really? I mean, the food's good here. I mean, some of it. I don't like Tex-Mex. I'm not a fan of Tex-Mex. I used to like it when I ate meat, but I just feel like the flavors are a bit. They're very mid. You know, like it's not as flavorful as Mexican food, but then it's not as southern food. It's like right in the middle. It's like a very. It depends on where you go. It really depends, but there's like a very specific Tex-Mex kind of food they have here. Some people love it. Like my family loves it, so I don't. It might just be me. I'm very picky. My family goes out all the time. They love eating. I mean, they cook a lot, but they love going out too. York says you moved to Houston. Didn't know. I didn't plan on moving to Houston. I just wanted to come here to see my little nephew and like chill for a second. But when I got here, and I've been like hanging out with my nephew every day. He's a little baby. He's like he'll be 1 year old and next week on the 11th. I know, September 11th. Can you believe that? He'll be 1. And so I've just been having such a great time with them, and I feel like I've missed so much quality time that I don't think I can go back to LA. Like I'm gonna keep my house there, and I'll keep sustaining it, and I'll like profitize off of it, with my e-commerce business, my e-commerce like flipping business I do, or one of my businesses. But there's no real reason I gotta stay in LA. I'm not doing movies anymore. The last movie I did was just Jordan Peele's movie, The Nope. I love The Nope. It was great. But I refuse to go through what they're making people go through now. You have to go get this shot and that shot, like 100 different shots just to be able to legally work. You get tested every single day. It's really frustrating. I'm not here for that. I'm not trying to go through that every day. Like, so you can book a huge campaign, and then just because you test wrong one day, then you have to like lose your campaign, lose your money. It's just too much. It's too stressful. I don't need it. I've done it for over 10 years. I've been in more commercials than I literally can count. I don't even remember some of the commercials I've been in. I haven't even seen the TV shows. I've been in so many TV shows, I've never even seen them. People call me and they say, oh my God, I saw you in this show. I don't even remember. It's been too much. So I'm like, I don't need to be in LA. That was the main reason I was in LA, because I'm part of the Screen Actors Guild. But I can do that. I can do that from my computer. Like if if I go on like a show or something and like live stream into it, that's still considered SAG and AFTRA, like Screen Actors Guild and what do you call it? American Federation of Radio and Television Association, something like that. Is that the words for it? Whatever AFTRA means, I forget. I've been a member of them for over 10 years. I literally forgot what it's called. Let's see. York says, I have a nephew that's a photographer there. A photographer in Houston or Los Angeles? Because if he's a photographer in Houston, please DM me on my Instagram his information, because I'm looking for some photographers. Oh, Houston, okay. Yeah, please DM me his information. And if his work works for like one of my clients, I have some new clients out here. I've already got like 3 new clients out here, so I may need some new photographers, because I run a branding and marketing company out here. It's nationwide, but I don't fly anywhere anymore. I used to fly places to meet with some of my team, but now I meet with them on Zoom. Not Zoom, but like Google Meet, which is the same thing as Zoom. Similar, but more secure, and I can record it. Oh my god, this woman's outside like in a full hot bathing suit, walking to her car in a cowboy hat. I live for it. Like I'm talking about a skinny bathing suit, like one that's like barely there. She don't even care. She's out the gym. She's walking through the street with her big old purse. Go ahead, girl. Live your life, blonde woman. I'm here for it. I'm here for her. Live her life. This smoothie's almost gone. But yeah, y'all, it's been a very interesting last few weeks for sure. Like I'm not mad at all. Like I feel good. I feel like we're not going to be in each other's space too much at the new house. It's so big that I feel like we're going to all have our space to kind of retreat in. But the main thing, I get to like put my nephew to sleep for his naps and for like nighttime stuff, and just be around, feed him. Like it's really sweet to get this time, because the first year I didn't get to see him because of the pandemic and stuff. I don't want that time to go by again. I don't want to be around a whole bunch of people either. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going back to LA. All my friends in LA are like, oh my god, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? And I love them and I want to be there, but I'm also like, I don't really see that many people when I'm there. I talk to my friends a lot on the phone, but I don't really see that many people when I'm in LA. Not because I don't have opportunities to, it's because I don't want to go out, find parking, go like into a crowded club where everybody's looking at each other to size them up. Like, oh, where do you work? What show are you on? What are you doing? Like, it's all that kind of BS. And then for what? Like, what's the whole point? And then get back in the car, go drive through LA smog, go try to fight through homeless people on the street running with the poles, trying to hit your car. Like unhinged people who belong in a mental institution, but they have no health insurance. So I don't need that every day anymore. Here in Houston, I've not even seen one homeless person here at all. Not where I live. Because it's too hot outside to be homeless. It's too hot out here to be homeless outside. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's probably some people somewhere, but I couldn't imagine it. It's way too hot. So I don't miss LA at all right now. Even Manhattan Beach, like, it was great. Like, I like Manhattan Beach in a certain aspect, but there's like this huge sense of racism in Manhattan Beach, and I think it's because it used to be a black community. We talked about this before. When Bruce's Beach was given back by eminent domain, for the first time ever in the country, ever happening, they gave it back to the African American family that they stole it from, and tried to make it a park. And then they expanded it, and it's basically an all-white community, really. Like, there's hardly any black owners over there. And I like walking there because it's very pretty, but I feel the racism in the community. Like, I feel like this weird feeling. And weird enough, I don't feel that in Texas. People are just chill here. I haven't experienced any experience of racism in Houston at all. That's just real. Um, I think there's such a mix of people here that nobody even cares. They're all minding their own business. They all have their guns, so nobody's trying to mess with anybody. We're just living our best life. People think that like, oh, Los Angeles is super liberal. It's not really like that. It's not giving that. It's not giving that. Oh, York, what kind of photography does your nephew do? Is it like portrait photography? Is it real estate photography? Like, what type of photography is it? This smoothie is everything. I almost want to come here every day. I wonder if they have like a point system here. Cause I would go here every day. I don't know if I'll get the same size because this is a lot of smoothie. I may get like one size under every day or something. But today I wanted this big one because I just wanted to like really cleanse. But yeah, so I also, now that I have my room set up, I think I'm gonna put out my I have like a crock pot that I'm going to be making my teas in my room. Cause I could just have it set and just go for the day. Like have it just, I'm gonna put a towel under it and just let it go and cook. I have some sarsaparilla, some bladderwrack, some sea moss I'm gonna blend up. But I want to use all the minerals that Dr. Sebi's son gave me, Victor. Because he said they used them really soon. Like he said within 3 months or something, but he gave me them a longer time ago. But I didn't think I to get through all of them. I didn't get through all of them. Oh, by the way, you guys, if you go to bilingualbalance.com, all the alkaline herbs that I get are from that site. So go to there, check them out. They have like sales at different times, but they also have an exclusive, very premium Dr. Sebi shirt that's available right now. It's $100, so I'm gonna get mine at some point. I need to get mine. But go check it out. It's limited edition, so if you want to get it, it's like now or never kind of thing. But yeah, so go check that out if you guys want. But also he has like lots of new herbs. He has like a new male balance kind of thing and a new like virus protection type of cleanse of like herbs as well. So go check it all out. I'm gonna be ordering some more. I just want to get through all the herbs I have now, and then I'm making another order and getting them all through. York says you can see some of his work on Facebook. Okay, I'll check it out. I was just wondering if it was like if he deals with human subjects, wildlife, travel, photography, real estate. I don't know. Because I can use them for like people and real estate. Because I have a real estate company, so that can be helpful. We just brought on another photographer in the Houston area. He's like a young dude. He's like fresh out of college. He does great work. He does great real estate photography. He has a drone, and we like him. He's really good. He's really a good like. He's a black dude, which I love. I love hiring people from my community. But not because of that. I would never hire somebody just because of that. If they're good, if they're really good, like my brother-in-law is white. My ex-husband's white, so I have nothing against any color. I'm just saying like he happens to be black and very, very good at what he does. So. York says, peace and blessings. Got to go make the donuts. Wait, you're gonna go make the donuts? Wait, are you working at a donut place right now? What kind of donuts are you making? Or is that like a code word for something else that's nasty? But I don't know. Oh, thank you, Sean Wolf. Toasty, I love that. Thank you for the sunglasses. Appreciate that. I'm almost done with the smoothie. Almost done. It's very delicious. Like every drink, every bit of it is like has a good flavor. I'm excited for the pool side. I'm just gonna get some sun rays in, rebalance out. Oh, you guys, I didn't even talk about it. My mom's boyfriend came into town because she closed on her house. This is her house that we're in right now, the big house. It's like all of us. We're all like working together at this house, but like it's just he came to surprise her for her closing, and I thought that was really sweet of him. I thought it was just really a kind thing for him to do. And I lived for it. Like I thought he was just a really solid dude. He just randomly came in yesterday with flowers for her. And I thought that was so beautiful. And like, you know what? You deserve somebody in your life who's gonna treat you well, you know? You gotta get somebody who treats you kindly with love. Otherwise it's not worth it. Like that's really kind. Thank you for the donuts, Sean Wolf. But yeah, it made me really happy. I'm like, she deserves that. My mom has been through BS. Like, I love my dad. My dad and her were in love. They had a young love, you know. He's grown over the years. She's grown over the years. They weren't the perfect match. It's what it was. But they had their good times. So I'm not gonna diss them. I love my dad. I talk to them all the time. But then her other boyfriends and stuff. One of them was like closeted gay, which was a mess. How dare he? I think two of them were, but one of them for sure I know. The other one was an a-hole. And the last one cheated on her on his birthday. So it was some ghetto stuff. Like this really a tragic, toxic boyfriend she had. And she's such an amazing person. My mom is such a beautiful, amazing person. She doesn't deserve that at all. She's such a good like girlfriend or wife or whatever. No, she's never been a wife yet. But she's such like a good person that she never deserved to go through those things. And this last guy, I wanted to fight him in the street, you guys. I couldn't believe how he disrespected my mom. But to be honest, her new boyfriend is super hot, to be honest. He's really hot. He's way hotter than he's hotter than all her boyfriends, in my opinion. Really a kind person. He has his own business. He's just like a loving dude. Like I'm really happy for her to have somebody who respects her, you know? It's that part for me. Just to respect and like he's been there. Like they've been dating for like it's been a few years now. I feel like it's been like two or 3 years. It's been a while. The time is flying. And they met online. I think they met on Match.com. I don't know. I've always met my people. I've met my people like my exes have been off of Tinder and then Grindr. 3 of them, because I have like 4 real exes. The other ones are like, man, like I've dated other people, but like not really seriously. 3 of them I found on Tinder, and then 1 I found on Grindr. Of course, the Grindr one was the most toxic one, but then I married that one. That was so dumb of me. I look back, I'm like, what was I thinking, marrying somebody off Grindr? Like, you're gonna get, like, however you get the person is how they're gonna stay. Like, you found them in that environment, they're gonna stay in that environment. If you meet somebody at the club twerking it, then they're gonna be twerking it still at the club after you get married. Like, they're not gonna change somebody just for marrying them. Like, you gotta be in the environments that you wanna be in after you're in a relationship. You can't think like, oh, I'll just find them anywhere, take them home from the streets, and hopefully they won't have rabies. Like, no, they're gonna have rabies because they've been out on the streets and they love the streets. And they're for the streets. So if the streets aren't for you, don't go find somebody in the streets. If you're not comfortable in the streets, like I wasn't comfortable in the Grindr, but I just was on there because I was lonely at the time. I thought I needed somebody. I didn't love myself like that. You want a partner, you kind of just throw yourself around or whatever. But I didn't want Grindr. I never liked it. Part that. Even now, I think it's funny on Grindr. I never meet up with anybody on Grindr, but I like to see the conversations that happen on there. People send the craziest stuff on Grindr, and it's funny to me. Like, I don't have any interest in meeting up with anybody on there. Immediately, if I meet you on Grindr, I'm immediately not. I already discredit you, and I use it for branding. I get so many people going through my content, streaming my content. I make money off Grindr, and I laugh at it. I don't consider myself actually a Grindr person. But I literally would never meet up with anybody on there again in my life. Like, I'm not interested. But I think the human nature and the human study of it is hilarious to me, because I have been on it since the day one, since it first started. Grindr is the most toxic app to the gay community. So toxic. But well, I'm done. It's gone. It's out. When it's up, it's up. And this whole cup is biodegradable. This is all biodegradable, so it's gonna come apart. So I don't feel bad about buying it every day. Alright. Sugar Pudding says, "Hey Mercury, that was a beautiful gesture." Yeah, it really was. I was surprised. Like my grandpa like left the house. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go have dinner with my friend." And my grandma was like, "Why you want to dinner with your friend on this day? Like we're moving, da da da." And she didn't know either. And then all of a sudden, after he leaves, he comes back with my mom's boyfriend, and he has flowers. I missed it because I happened to be gone. I went to the gym, and then I went to go pick up some stuff from Walmart and Target. And so she called me, and she called me for something else, and then he walked in between our phone call. And so she was like in shock, and she told me, she was like, "Oh my God," she's just so happy, you know. And I just love that for her. Like, she really deserves the world, and I want somebody who cares about her. Like, you gotta have that partner. Like, it's great to have a close relationship with your kids and your family, but it's nothing like having a partner that you trust. I've never had that in my life. I've never trusted any of these partners I've ever had. They've always been trash, every single one of them, and they know who they are. Even the one that called me recently, like, it's crazy. He called me, like, I wouldn't even answer it. If I had his number saved, I would just blocked it and be like, nope. But I didn't know the number. I thought it was a New York number for business for my company. And he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" It's like, "It's Ryan." I'm like, "Ryan who?" He's like, "Oh, Ryan Crow." I'm like, "Oh God, like what the heck?" And so he like calls me, and he's like apologizing for being a a-hole, basically, and treating me like trash, like when we broke up and stuff. And he was just like trying to meet up with me again and have dinner with me or something. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, people who do you dirty in your relationship, they'll break up with you and then they'll come back to you. Every single one of my exes came back to me. Every single one. It's insane. And I always say, "No, thank you, goodbye." And so then he was like, "Yeah, I just broke up with this guy I was with for 3 years. It didn't go well. He went postal in the house. He started tearing off pictures off the wall, like breaking holes into the wall. And then he like attacked him, I guess, and like broke his collarbone or like broke a rib or something. I don't know. He attacked him. I don't believe in violence, especially like domestic violence. But you know, karma happens. Karma happens in its own way. And so I can't lie and say I didn't think it was a little bit hilarious that he had gotten attacked after he'd been so like shady and toxic. I feel like you don't just dispose people the way he does. Like, you don't treat people that way. And then the audacity of him to come back in my life and sort of like talk about, "Oh, I want to take you to dinner." Like, he's like wealthy or whatever. So he's like, "Oh, I want to take you to dinner." He thinks I like throwing money at issues is a way. And he's like, and hopefully I can get you naked again or something. I'm like, "Are you serious? Are you literally serious right now? You're calling me randomly at 1:30 in the morning." I only answered because I thought it was a business call from New York. You're not even in New York. You're in Los Angeles. But you're calling. So I entertained it. I listened to the whole conversation. I let him talk. And I kind of, because I wanted to hear it. Something wanted me to, I wanted to feel that, like, those apologies. I knew he would never see me again, but I'd like to hear how much he was trying to see me again. He was, like, trying his best to, like, figure out a way to get another moment with me, another moment in time. And I realized that there's no better revenge than exiting from a situation. When you exit from something, like, that's the real revenge. You don't have to get other revenge. And I've wasted so much time, especially with my last ex, my ex-husband. He wastes so much time trying to get revenge on the BS they put you through, especially when they, like, because he like physically attacked me and like tried to end my life multiple times. Like, when that happens to you, you try to get revenge, but you leaving is the revenge. You not being present, you not being available, that's the revenge. You don't have to have anything else. Like, living your best life and winning, that's the best revenge you can do. And honestly, I don't care about either of them. I was just laughing because I'm like, wow, this person will never see me again in their life unless I'm walking down the street and they happen to be there. Or unless I'm like on a billboard somewhere and they see me on there or like on TV. That's how he saw me. He saw me on TV. He saw me on like on the internet. And he saw me on TV too, but he saw me on the internet and he was like, "Oh, I gotta call him. I wasn't even on the media back then. When we were together, I wasn't even in the media. I was like, I was, but I wasn't like doing the stuff I'm doing now. Like I wasn't Rock Mercury. I didn't do Rock Mercury until my last marriage. Like that's the only time I started doing Rock Mercury. So let's see. Sean Wolf says smiling. Sean Wolf says that's so true. It really is. Sean Wolf says Grinder is trash. It's the worst trash. Cali Blessed says that you need someone like Cali Blessed. Oh, Cali Blessed, I can't with you. How's Compton going for you? How's Compton going for you, Cali Blessed? Peace and love to you, though, Cali Blessed. I'm glad to see you here. Um, John Wolf says you definitely deserve better than that, man. Oh my God, for sure. But it's crazy to like experience that. Like I was so heartbroken over that situation. Like heart shattered, heart completely shattered. Like I was so crying about it. Like I was a mess. And my best friend at the time, I mean, he's still my best friend. I love him. But like, he had never been like in love like that before. And so we were talking about it, and he didn't understand it. And now recently, like as the last few years, he understands more because he's had other relationships and he's kind of felt some similar heartbreak. I'll say I'm not going to go into detail because that's private. But like he understands a bit more. But I remember him just being like, "Oh, get over it," and not get over it, like not mad, but just being like, "Oh, you'll be fine, you'll be okay." But now he gets the pain of it and how long it can linger. And you start to feel small when somebody attacks you that way. Like when somebody like belittles you or like discards you that way, you feel like tiny. But I don't know, I feel like the karma of it all and having somebody who did me dirty beg to see me and knowing that they're never going to see me. Even if they see me in the street, it's going to be like a quick wave and okay, have a good one, bye. Like I'm going to brunch with Beyonce. It's like, what do you, that's another thing. When we broke up with that ex, we broke up and he was saying, because I'm a huge Beyonce fan, he was like, oh, well, I don't really like Beyonce. He talked some trash about Beyonce and saying that her fans are like crazy or something. Not crazy, but just he said something that's very disrespectful. I think it was racist too, in my opinion. And I remember him saying that. I'm like, you know what, I told myself I'll never date somebody who ever disrespects Beyonce or not, if not a fan of Beyonce. Like I would never do that again, because that's a big sign of that person is trash if they don't like Beyonce. It's like, oh, they don't have any class, they're a bad person, they, what's the point of them if they don't like Beyonce? Like it's kind of like, why would I want to be around that kind of person? So then the next person I dated, like they were a huge fan of Beyonce. They had all their magazines, which is crazy. I didn't even realize it. It just happened to happen. Like the universe brought it. The one I married, the guy I married, and he actually worked with Beyonce multiple times. Designed one of her most iconic outfits. He knew her, and he never disrespected her. I will say that. My ex-husband disrespected me a lot, and he attacked me, but he never disrespected Beyonce. And I'll give him that. That's the one thing I'll give him. So I appreciate that. He never would, because he loves Beyonce. So for that, I can forgive some of what he's done, to be honest. Not that I have to forgive. I don't even care about him at all. But I'm like, it's so weird. Like I literally told myself that, and then the universe brought it to me. I didn't look for it. It wasn't like because I met him on Grindr, so it wasn't like I was like asking him on the Grindr, like, hey, before we hook up, like, do you like Beyonce? I didn't ask that at all. Just the universe happened to bring that literal person who was actually like a big fan of hers too, and then we connected. And I didn't even know that until a few weeks into our relationship, that I didn't know that how much he was supportive of Beyonce and how he had been he had been to her events, since she first started, like when she was first doing music videos and music video awards, he would go to all the events, like right there with her. Like she held his hand at one point to what do you call it, like in the rain or something, and like he held an umbrella over her, whatever. Like he'd been around her a lot, like a whole lot of times, almost a stalker amount, to be honest. But I'm fine with that because he was supportive of Beyonce. He had nothing but love for her, never attacked her, never did anything dirty to her. So I'll give him that for sure. But the way he did me was dirty, and I'm a Bayhive member, and I don't think he should have treated me the way he treated me. But we're divorced, so it's fine. But it's just weird how the universe does that. I went for somebody who said that he was a Beyonce fan, the Ryan guy. He was like, oh, like she's great, whatever. But then like he like flipped on it when we broke up. Before we broke up, and I was like, it was just weird the way he did it. It was very racist the way he did it. So I'm starting to catch those kind of things. But anyway, So the world is random. My next partner, if I'm gonna have another partner. I decided first I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna do like monk life or single life forever. But I think what I'm gonna do now is get a billionaire for sure. Like if they're not a billionaire, I'm not even interested. Not interested at all. That's just how it is going forward. Like, and there's enough of them out there. I've dated a few before, but like they weren't the right match for me because they were like there was two other issues. They weren't like serious relationship, but we dated a little bit. But the next partner I have will be a billionaire. They'll be hot and they'll be generous and faithful, monogamous, like a lifetime partner. I don't want any other BS. Like I only want a billionaire because I'm going to be a billionaire myself, with or without them. I don't want anybody who's not at the same level as me to be with me, and so I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that power dynamic. I want to be equal parts running the game. So we need to both be billionaires. So that's how it's going to be. I'm so focused on it this time because I know I deserve it this time, and before I didn't realize it. So I'm even saying it now so that I can really manifest that to be the case. And I think it's a good place to be in Texas because there's a lot of oil money out here. A lot of good oil money. And I would love a big old like masculine, hunky kind of like country kind of pert man or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I do want them to be very like big, like tall and like masculine and like healthy. So it's gonna happen. Sean Wolf says, love Queen Bey. Me too. Queen Bey is amazing. Strong and Beautiful 35 says, hey Rock. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, some people may say like, oh, you're a gold digger. You only want a billionaire. Like money shouldn't matter with love. You guys are mistaken. Marriages and relationships were always based off of the business aspect of it. So if you guys want to say that yourself, you guys can, but that's not the case. That's not reality. So you guys can pretend as if, oh, well, love is nothing matters but love. But I tell you what, the number one reason people break up is not cheating, it's finances. Finances are the reason why the most divorces happen. Finances are the ones. I mean, cheating is one thing too. People are unfaithful, but the finance is number one. Number one reason for divorce. Strong and Beautiful says, hey Rock. And he says, you are in the right place for that type of guy. Texas, baby. That's right. Yeah. Alright, you guys. I'm going to jump off of here. I really enjoyed you guys. I got a lot to do today. This smoothie was amazing. I feel great. This is probably my only live until like later on tonight. Because today's going to be a busy day. But I may come on with you guys tonight. We'll see. Because I gotta post other videos that I did from yesterday. So thank you guys so much for joining in today. Walk on Mercury. We had a lot of people in here earlier, and I'll be back later on. So the Wi-Fi didn't cut out at all. I'm not doing any more lives out by the pool again. I'm not doing any more lives by the pool. I may go out there and put my video. I may record a video for you guys, but I'm not gonna go live because it cuts out too much. The Wi-Fi, not the Wi-Fi, but the cell signal cuts out too much. I can't do it again. It's too stressful for me. Because I watched one of the videos I did out by the pool a few days ago, and it just kept chopping in and out, and it stressed me out. So I'm not doing that again. Just so you guys know. I'll either be in here or at the house. Anywhere there's Wi-Fi. I can't play that game anymore. Because streaming is too intensive. Alex Lives Matter says, yo Rock. What's up? What's up, Alex Lives Matter? Alex Lives Matter. You look cool, Alex Lives Matter. I like your beard. I like your whole look and beard and stuff. If that's really you, I don't know if that's really you or not. You look really cool. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Rock on, Mercuryans. Bye.